everyone. Today I am going to introduce my AI example generator called ExaCraft. So from extensions we can go to here. The user can enter their name, the location, the education level, the profession, the preferred complexity. And we can test the API connection here to see if the app is running or not. Also we can do a session. So let us begin by generating a first example. So we select the text, right click and click on create and generate an example. So it is now generating an example. So as we can see, it took in the context from our input data, the user name, Bhilai is intended at a bustling manufacturing plant, which refers to the fact that Bhilai is a city with a lot of factories. So the example here is tailored to the static data that was entered by the user. Now let us click on regenerate. Now after 2 or 3 regenerations, we will see a trend. So this is the first time we are regenerating. Okay, another example. Now in the third time, what will happen is as we can see, the example has become a little bit easier than what it was earlier giving. And if we further regenerate, it has gone to a very like to a very simple form. Like this is a very rudimentary example, right? The user just to explain to the user what ML means at the very basic sense. So this is a particular example of the struggle indicators that system in the backend sends. As we can see, we are recording the struggle signal by sending multiple times. So after 3 struggle signals, fourth one will generate an example that will make it very easy for the person to understand that yes, they are struggling with it. So in the JSON file, we can also see that we are having some struggle indicators, as we can see here. Here is the struggle indication, which now results in the modified example. Now moving on to the another feature of our the the mastery indicators. So as we can see, let us start with selecting a topic called artificial intelligence. Let us generate an example for it. Got an example. Let's close it. Now let's move on to some another deep learning. Next, let's go to neural network. Now let's move on to NLP. And now let's move on to another topic of unsupervised learning. Now, as we can see here, it would be updated. The topic is struggle signals, and now we can also probably see the master indicators. Is refers to that the user is adapting at a faster rate. Thus, the examples will be more vivid in nature and would be more enhanced as compared to the primitive examples that we were getting earlier. We can also test it further. Let's as we can see, the examples are getting more and more complex in nature because the system detecting the user is learning at a very fast rate. So the examples are now more enhanced. So this is how our system works overall. Now we can just end the session from here that we had begun. We will just end it. and that's it. So that was for the demo. Thank you.